Did you know that you can put that you worked for Google on your resume? Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but here's how. I'm sure we all know what these things are. They're called reCAPTCHAs. The general understanding of how these things work is they're built to prevent bots from entering websites or make purchases that they're not supposed to. This version is built by Google, and it actually has a different function than you may think. Yes, it's a great way to prevent bots from getting into websites, but there's a second functionality. These are actually being used for supervised learning. Supervised learning, to put it very basically, is when a computer is able to accurately identify items and put a label on them. So like say, if it sees a picture of a cat, it can say, hey, that's a cat. But this usually takes a large set of data to train the computer on. And that is where these come in. A supervised learning training set has to include both the object and the correct label. So if you take a look here, the correct label is traffic lights, and you're identifying the correct object. You are helping create training sets. Therefore, you kind of work for Google. I'll let you decide that one.
By 2030, IBM and Google could each build quantum computers with 1 million qubits. This advancement will revolutionize how we solve optimization problems, train and run machine learning algorithms, and better understand the physical processes of nature down to the subatomic level. It will revolutionize areas such as artificial intelligence, financial modeling, drug development, weather forecasting, and cybersecurity. And by as soon as 2035, fully functional quantum computers could become available to the public, both in the cloud and as physical units. According to Peter Diamandis, founder of Singular University, services like Alexa, Google Home, and Apple HomePod will expand in functionality. They will eventually expand beyond just the home and become a cognitive prosthetic 24/7. Depending on what permissions you grant to it, a secure Jarvis-like software could listen to all of your conversations, read your emails, monitor your blood chemistry, and more. With access to all of this data, this AI-enabled software will learn your preferences, anticipate your needs and behaviors, shop for you, monitor your health, and help you problem solve in support of your mid- and long-term goals. And by the mid-2030s, we will begin using brain-computer interfaces to connect to the human neocortex, according to Ray Kurzweil. This will allow us to interact with AI assistants with their brain activity and bring this technology to an entirely new level. Augmented reality. This is an experience where designers enhance parts of a user's physical world with computer-generated input. Eventually, AR contact lenses and AR glasses could be used to augment the world around us and facilitate virtual assistants with the help of sophisticated artificial intelligence. This AI would help us navigate in both the real world and the virtual world. Currently, the Microsoft HoloLens and the Magic Leap 1 are the most notable augmented and mixed reality headsets on the market. They're primarily used for enterprise purposes, but as their prices decrease, we'll see more AR headsets sold to the general public. The combination of augmented reality, virtual reality, AI, 5G networks, and other technologies will make an open metaverse possible. The metaverse refers to a convergence of physical, augmented, and virtual reality in a shared online space. The metaverse is the next step in the internet's evolution. You can think of the metaverse as a 4D version of the current internet. The metaverse can be thought of as an internet that you're inside of, rather than one that you're merely looking at. It will impact every industry in existence. Artificial intelligence and machine learning will eventually impact every industry over the next several years. They basically help us to automate decision-making and problem-solving in specific situations. The artificial intelligence market will grow from $94 billion in 2021 to $998 billion in 2028. Blockchain technology. Basically, blockchain is a shared database that allows multiple parties to access data and verify that data in real time. The global blockchain technology market will grow from $6 billion in 2021 to $395 billion in 2028. Augmented reality is an experience where designers enhance parts of a user's physical world with computer-generated input. The augmented reality market will grow from $27 billion in 2021 to $340 billion in 2028.
So we just gonna pretend like if Google ain't out here making crystals out of thin air. I've been warned y'all about this quantum computing shit. Do y'all motherfuckers know what it takes to make a time crystal? This beyond some sci-fi shit. It ain't taking no energy. Oh, I got a video to show you. How it's out here ain't taking no energy? Why is this not big news? How we got these motherfuckers out here just making their own infinity gems? So I'm the only one alarmed about this shit. Oh, I'm overreacting. They out here breaking the time translation symmetry. Don't know what it is, pause and read.
We built this campus to inspire all of our quantum mechanics and to show the world what the future of computing looks like.
That's a cool lamp.
It's not a lamp. This is actually a cryostat, and you're looking at the inside of a quantum computer. Well, everything you see here, from the wiring to the aluminum, copper, and gold metal stages, have been chosen to create a cold and quiet environment for our quantum processors to operate.
Right.
It's a fridge for our qubits.
Right. And how cold are we talking about?
We approach near absolute zero, 10 millikelvin to be precise, which means that parts of our lab are some of the coldest places in the universe.
Freeberg,
It's
explain
scary.
AlphaFold, please.
This has been a difficult problem that's been intractable by humanity, and we've been challenged by it for decades. For this machine learning breakthrough to kind of be realized in literally less than 3 years, I mean, we can now predict what the shape will be from the DNA sequence, and this is going to unlock this ability. Everyone's now going to take their model, and then scientists will go away and they'll say, you know what, I want to do this particular thing on a microscopic scale. Let me design in three-dimensional space a protein to do that thing. Okay, now let me go figure out how to make that protein by writing the DNA code, which is really easy if you can use this algorithm to solve that for you. And it is literally dollars and pennies to make proteins. We can write DNA on a computer. We can get printed DNA sent to us in 48 hours in a FedEx envelope for a DNA printing facility. We can put it in a microbe, and we can get that microbe to make the protein for us in a day. The lab costs, any high school biology class can do this now. So by being able to actually figure out what DNA to write, based on the objective function of what do we want the protein to do, it's going to unlock this universe of things we can do in medicine, in environmental science. We can do things like break apart PET plastics. We can do things like fixing nitrogen from the atmosphere and getting rid of fertilizer plants. We can create all sorts of new, food solutions, health solutions, environmental solutions.
Any chance you can make a pizza that doesn't have carbohydrates? Because that's what I'm thinking about.
By 2030, IBM and Google could each build quantum computers with 1 million qubits. This advancement will revolutionize how we solve optimization problems, train and run machine learning algorithms, and better understand the physical processes of nature down to the subatomic level. It will revolutionize areas such as artificial intelligence, financial modeling, drug development, weather forecasting, and cybersecurity. And by as soon as 2035, fully functional quantum computers could become available to the public, both in the cloud and as physical units.